You and Governor Abbott, I'm wondering if you've worked things out. There was a little war of words, little Clint Eastwood kind of moment between the two of you. But why, seriously, why should he take the brunt of the migrants? Why shouldn't he spread it around the country? He can't afford it there.
Well, when you look at some of the documents, he had the migrants sign, specifically directing them to New York City. This is just not who we are as Americans. All of us, we came from somewhere. We need to be clear on that. And to place someone on a bus for 45 hours without medical care, without food, water, proper sanitary conditions, and just send them to a city that they know nothing about. That is traumatic for anyone. And I believe the way he's behaving by not coordinating the transportation and sending people under false promises is just un-American, and it's unfortunate that he chose to carry out this humanitarian crisis in this way.
Mr. Adams, I'm taking a look actually at the official consent to transport. This is a document that the migrants received. It is in Spanish and in English. The available destinations say Washington, D.C. and New York City, which says has been designated as a sanctuary city by its city council and is providing shelter and food to migrants who have entered the country. If they're not getting the help that they need in Texas, do you think that that's un-American? Do you think that that's unkind to send them to a city like New York that's able to provide housing and accommodation for them?
Yes, I do. I believe the issues facing those who are coming to this country to flee whatever persecution or conditions they're dealing with, there's a way we should coordinate that on the federal, state, and city levels. That was not done at all. At first, when we brought this to the attention of the Texas officials, they were stating it wasn't happening. It wasn't until that document was revealed or until those who arrived here shared their personal stories that we learned, in fact, it was happening. And that not only overburdens the system here in New York, but it also is unfair to those who were shoved out of Texas and sent to Washington and New York City.
Well, I understand the issues that we're dealing with here, but Texas is receiving over 4,000 migrants a day. I know that you're saying 4,000 since May that we have had to deal with here, but 4,000 migrants a day, that is being overburdened.
Yes, if you want to consider that, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure you agree with me that if they felt overburdened, there are pathways to deal with the assistance like we're doing here. And particularly if you are identifying a city that you're going to send migrants and asylum seekers to, I believe that's the way you communicate and you coordinate to find what's the best way to do so and how do we ensure those who are